Team matchup for you here between the London Black Knights and the Baltimore Ravens. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Faking the give. Now Watson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because they fall 2 games below 500. The road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He'll find Schwartz, complete right side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Odafe Oweh able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. Now ETN to start the drive. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And when you're able to break a run against a cover two or a two-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
So this play, until recently, only something you probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
Second down and goal. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far. They just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
A gain of 4 yards and the London first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Black Knights nothing.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Chubb on the counter. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The Ravens had 7-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done. We threw 2 interceptions in the first half. A really big game we were playing. Not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? Just because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll get this down to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 38, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. 11 yards there, first down. Out of the gun, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare in the first half for them. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give running right, Etienne. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3rd and 2, Watson. And he's left with no option here but to throw away.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there that they're down.
On 4th down, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, CD, you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game. I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane. And
I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And Jackson going to hold on to it again. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Another tote for Etienne. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After the interception, here's Watson. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Watson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They got sacked to Travis Jones.
Some crazy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Watson now to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. The throw over the middle taken in. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Watson. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Black Knights are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So 46 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. Powers through him. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Well, the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he can make anything happen.
Etienne trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Once more, Etienne, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10. Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's been the picture of this game overall. As the Browns will continually fuel big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't it? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. Charles, for this reason, some of their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Baltimore, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7.